is Gilgeous-Alexander. McCollum staying with him. Spins, gets inside. Left-handed off the glass. Oh, what a sweet move.
Giddey, tough spot. Backdoor. What a pass. What a play. And J-Dub picks the pocket of Trae Young. He'll take it himself.
This is Udart. You're listening to the Uncontested.
What is up, and welcome to the Uncontested podcast, coming to you live Sunday, October 22nd. It is officially NBA kickoff week, boys. We have made it. We're brought to you by the Blue Wire Podcast Network. I'm your host for the evening, Jacob Niffen. Got my guy, JD Silva, with me tonight.
Fellas.
Justin Peabody's here.
Hello, everybody.
We got Nick Crane.
Where on earth is Taylor?
We do not have Taylor yet, but we do have Kami Armarabian.
I'm the trash man.
We have a very, very fun show planned for you tonight. It is the third annual or fourth annual? Might be third annual.
Third seems right.
Sure. Third annual NBA Bets podcast. This one's super simple, y'all. We hop on here. We've cooked up some bets for the season. And the way it works, one of us proposes a bet. Whoever wants to take it can take it, and then they negotiate what the payout will be. We've got to get better at paying bets out at a more timely manner.
Hey.
Our own JD Silva did pay off one of his final bets today.
One of two.
In his defense, his other one, he's got to go to a game, and games haven't happened yet.
There have been preseason games. There have been games in Canada. God. How dedicated are you to getting out there?
Get me to Montreal.
Silva, do we have the photo of your bet payoff today?
We have it somewhere.
While I talk, will you pull it up?
Yes.
Hey, we have a jam-packed week at the Uncontested for you guys. So before we get into our bets, I want to tell you a little bit about what you can expect in the next 7 days. Today, we've got the Bets podcast. Tuesday night, 6:45 p.m. Central Time. You will want to be subscribed to the YouTube channel and tune in as we will be doing a special live podcast from the Paycom Center floor. We'll be seated at the hardwood where the Thunder play basketball, doing a live podcast. We're going to talk about all the new stuff in the arena, some of the new sponsors, some of the food, and just generally getting you ready for Thunder tip-off on Wednesday night. Speaking of Wednesday night, we will have a live pod. Wednesday night will not be the normal Wednesday long show. It's just going to be a post-game pod after the Thunder's first game of the season against the Chicago Bulls. So tune in for that one. And then last but not least, Friday night, October 27th, 6:30 p.m. against the Cleveland Cavaliers. We are hosting the Uncontested's annual watch party this year at Bar K in downtown Oklahoma City. It is a dog park, a bar, a restaurant, all in one. Humans get in free. Dogs, you want to bring your dogs? $5. You don't even have to watch your dog. They have folks there that'll do that for you. They have like dog sitters. It's incredible. So you bring the dog, bring the whole family, come hang out with us, watch the Thunder game. We will have a ton of goodies to give away, including a signed Chet Holmgren photo, which will be dope. So come watch, hang out, eat some food. We'll have some drink specials. Just a good time. And then we will be podcasting after the game that night from Bar K. So it will be awesome. I believe Silva's got the photo.
Oh, look, showed up.
I made it just in time.
Just in time for the photo.
An absolute masterpiece.
Artwork. I'm a little disappointed we didn't get more outfits in here, Silva.
Well, as you can tell, so over here on the left is my girlfriend's cardigan. I wanted to, just do what I can. I don't have much, I have some.
What is that on your head? Is that a bag?
So the lady on the left of the picture had long dark hair. I don't have long dark hair, so I went and grabbed a skirt of my girlfriend's that was black to make it seem,
You're
natural.
an animal.
Yeah. It just seems like an empty spot to the right.
There's an empty spot there. If this was a watercolor, it would be an exact rendition of what we saw on draft night.
Can we put this into like an AI like image creator and ask it to make this a watercolor?
Yes, we can.
I think we probably can.
Probably could happen. It'd
AI
be
can do anything,
beautiful.
Jacob.
We have the technology.
We could tell
We can rebuild him.
AI to write a podcast script and it would do it for us. And we wouldn't
Whoa,
have to do any more
easy,
work.
buddy.
We've
The
never
internet
done
is
that on the
incredible.
show.
It's one of my
It'd be
favorite.
way
parts.
more
Anyone
funny
watch
than we are.
Terminator?
All right, gentlemen.
Hey, Taylor, by the way.
I am here.
Taylor. Is this the right-
Barely, but I made it.
We need this.
I think my laptop is like on its last stand, but you know, it's working. So we're here.
Why don't you go buy one, bud?
Yeah.
Hey,
Just go
why don't
buy
you give
one,
me some
Taylor.
money, bud?
All right, you guys ready to bet?
Bets.
Yeah.
This
Taylor's
is
gonna get a
this
new laptop out of
basically
these bets.
Yes,
You have to buy me a new laptop.
Taylor's first payoff is a laptop.
please. My second
Pass.
one, also a laptop.
We can write it off on the pod expenses. So
Oh,
maybe
boy.
it's,
We
it's
are
not,
not
a bad
buying
idea.
Taylor
That's
a
what I'm
MacBook
going
with
for,
the pod
but, you know.
expenses.
What else can we write off?
All right. So this is basically our season preview show. It's the show where we make a lot of hot takes and bold predictions. We just put them in the format of a bet. We're going to try to keep them balanced. So we don't want Nick taking like 50 bets and having just like a ton of stuff to pay off.
Says
Meanwhile,
I
you.
personally
You mean a
would
ton of
enjoy
stuff that I won?
Either
Wow.
way. Either
I
way.
didn't. I was great last year. You guys were paying off my stuff. I was a winner last year.
Well, Nick, since you are the winner,
Wow.
do you want to
Wow.
fire us off with your start us off with your first bet?
Sure, I can do
Let's
that.
do it.
He
Okay.
cleared his throat.
So
I
again,
will-
ready.
again, just to let the listeners know, the way this works is somebody will make a proposal, make a bet. Anybody can jump on it, and then those two will negotiate what the payout will be. So Nick's bet might be the Thunder will win the NBA championship. And Justin might say, hey, I'll take that bet. I don't think they will. Then those two will negotiate the payout. JD is going to keep track of all these as we go through the evening. And then we will reread them at the end. And we will, we all need to take a blood pact right here, right now,
Blood.
that we are going to pay these off in a timely manner. No JD Silva it and wait till
Wow.
11:59 when the assignments due at midnight.
Jeez.
Wow.
Taking a lot of shots tonight,
A
Silva.
lot of
Taking
shots.
a lot of shots. Maybe I need
And
to
some
up
charges
the-
coming up
maybe I
as
need to
well. Just
make
a
some,
reminder. Just a
I know.
reminder.
I need to make some of my payouts.
There's other
work.
things that I haven't seen from Taylor paid off either. So I'm just throwing it out there.
This is true.
What do I have
There are
left?
people that haven't paid off.
There are some psychotic things coming up
So,
on the table.
I was going to say, do you really want to rehash
Did we
it,
forget
TP?
that one. I'm waiting for Halloween to get some corn dogs in. So, you know,
That's right.
Is the 50-cent corn dog day on Halloween
yes, I Googled it.
on the 31st?
I sent you the
incredible.
screenshot.
That's incredible.
I couldn't remember. Some bone-in corn dogs. All right, Nick, fire us off.
All right. I'm trying to think. Do I want to start kind of spicy or do I want to start kind of low key? I'm gonna go more low key. What I think is
Kind of
is
ease
low-
us into it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
build us up.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay.
Build us up before you finish this off, Nick.
The
Hello.
first one that I have is very simple. It is that Jalen Williams
Which one?
finishes second among all Thunder players in All-Star voting.
Okay.
Does he have to get a vote then?
I mean, with the fan vote, everybody gets votes.
Okay. We're
Okay.
counting. Okay.
Okay.
Fan votes, yes.
I'd say
Following.
I'll take that one, and I'll say no.
Calm your heart, Nick. This is their,
a
their
tradition.
annual thing.
It's a
I love
war.
it.
J-Dub will not be. You said second most votes, yeah.
Now he will be second.
He's saying
Yeah.
that J-Dub will have the second most votes on the team.
Yeah, no, I disagree with that. You got Australia just like killing votes with Josh Giddey, so no, I'll go that way. I'll take that.
What's the payout?
What's the payout?
I forgot.
Oh,
What are the
man.
rules? Do you have to know the payout before you?
Yes.
Okay.
That's-
So,
I'm still taking it. I don't care.
okay.
Oh,
I was going to say last year, I think we changed it up to where we shared the payouts initially,
To
or
see
did
how
we
much
not?
to see how
I'm-
bought in or not you're in
I'm
on
just this
payout.
confident. I'm
At
just
this
this
current
confident.
moment, I don't want to make any bets with Kamiar unless I
I
know,
think we're
unless
all
I
in
know what
that
I'm
boat.
signing up for.
I
Man,
personally think it's
We're
so much
voting
better.
Kamiar like has shortness of breath and is coughing in June of 2020.
Correct.
Oh my god.
I think you have to take the bet and then you learn the payout after once you take it.
No, if that's the way
No,
you
I
want to
don't
play,
like that.
Taylor, you go
That's
ahead.
kinda-
But the
that's
rest
kinda
of us,
sick.
Oh,
I
I
don't like that.
will.
I don't like that.
Boo.
I mean, it could be like a bet that you're kind of like, I could see that happening. I'm going to take it, but then the bet is just something brutal.
yeah,
Sure.
and you
I
can
mean, you can
negotiate
negotiate
the payouts too.
Correct.
Okay.
We'll
gotta
do
be
something. We'll do something
realistic.
simple here. I want to do something OSU OU
Oh, that's good.
where I would wear OU, you would wear OSU. I don't know what the form would be. What do you guys think? One of us has to wear the opposing school's jersey or shirt or something.
Okay,
Somewhere.
no, I like this. So Kamiar would have to teach in an OSU t-shirt or polo, and
Okay.
Nick would have to go to Inverus when he's in office with a OU polo or shirt.
But we would have to get photo evidence.
Why don't we do this? Because no one ever sees me at my day job. Why don't we do? I had to podcast in an OU shirt. Kamiar's to teach in an OSU shirt.
That
Because
works.
that has enough eyeballs.
Oh,
I got,
that's
I
nice.
got, I got,
Unless
I
you want
got it.
my 3 coworkers that probably don't even care about sports and wouldn't even realize I'm wearing an OU shirt.
Sign me up.
Okay, deal. First one locked
That
in.
was tame. That
I
was
love it.
It's a
tame.
good one.
Lots of chats already coming in. So you guys fire off some either payoffs or some bets. We already got a good one here. Georgie says he is betting the Taylor over under on saying quote unquote per pod at 2.5.
Smash that over.
I think we'd all smash the over. All right. Nick and Comey are on the board. Who wants to
Spicy.
take the next one?
I'll go.
I'll go next.
No, Justin, good.
And we've
I'll go next.
established when you throw your bet out, you're also proposing the payout too up front.
I like that. Let's do it.
Aligned.
Deal.
Okay, so on that note, this is good because my bet only exists because of the payout.
Okay.
I told my wife that the
My
bets
wife.
pod was tonight, and she said one thing to me: whatever you do, get some more Tim Tams. Because last
That's
season,
incredible.
Jacob and I made a bet about the number of triple doubles that Josh Giddey would get,
Mm-hmm.
and the winner got a box of Tim Tams for every triple double Josh Giddey recorded, of which he did 4 last season. Those 4 boxes of Tim Tams lasted less than 4 days in my household.
But you got a lot of mouths in that house.
I do have a lot of mouths in that house.
Did you give any to the baby?
Oh yeah, no, not to the baby, but everybody else.
Okay.
We're firmly a Tim Tam household. So, I want some more Tim Tams, and everybody knows the best way to eat a Tim Tam is the Tim Tam Slam. So today, instead of triple doubles, we're going to be looking at dunks from Josh Giddey, slams, if you will. We've been talking about how we want to see Josh Giddey be more aggressive. Use that big man body down low. Get some dunks. So I'm proposing that Josh Giddey will have more than 20 dunks next season. For reference, last season, Giddey had 12 dunks. He had 4 dunks his rookie year. Some other numbers from last year just to help ground everybody. J-Dub had 78 dunks.
God.
SGA had 50, and Lou Dort had 29.
So you were saying
This is
Giddy will
good.
have more than 20.
Giddey will have more than 20.
Well, so is
He's
there
had-
like
he has
a?
16 in his career.
How do you determine the amount
Correct.
of Tim Tams? Is
Is
it
it per dunk?
Well, that can be negotiated.
okay?
It feels like it should be the delta between over under 20. So
You
if
lost
it's like
me when you said Delta.
Delta.
if he gets 15, the loser
Told there would
Oh,
be
okay.
five.
Yes.
If he gets
I like
20,
that.
if he
If it
gets
takes-
28, it's 8 for the other person.
I love that.
Okay.
Let's do that.
If
He's going to
Giddey
get
has 60
78 dunks.
Somebody
Wait,
is
let's
paying.
cap it at like 10 boxes or something.
I think that's fair.
I would like to take you on this. actually.
Okay.
There it is. We got one.
I learned a
All right.
valuable. So this is my second annual bets pod, and I learned a lot of valuable lessons from the last one, which was
Yes, you
wait.
did.
Don't wait to take bets because you could end up with a pile of shit. So I'm taking you up on that.
Okay.
So you don't
Are
you don't
good?
think Giddy's getting 20 dunks, Silva?
No, I think he's going to get about
To Nick's
16.
point, he has 16 in his whole career. This
Right.
is a big.
Yeah.
This
And
is
Chet's
elite.
taking some.
And
Oh, yeah.
Chet's taken some.
Mini.
This is a leap. Okay. Are you good with the proposed payout? The delta between how many he gets and 20?
Yes.
I'll put
We'll
it in the
we'll have to
spreadsheet.
discuss the definition of that again because I just
Basically, if Giddy has 16 dunks, you will get 4 boxes.
I see. Okay.
But if Giddy has
That's great.
25 dunks, you owe Justin 5 boxes.
Now I understand.
I am Team Silva here. Not that I
Yeah.
can take the bet now. Josh is a guy that, not because he has to, but he does play below the rim. Like, I think even in transition, if he had a wide open, like, he's not the guy that's just gonna throw it down. Like, I feel like when Josh dunks, there has to be utility to it. Where, like, if I don't dunk this with power, I'm getting blocked, or I'm like going into traffic and I have to dunk it. And for those reasons, I'm out. I can't be in because Silva already took it. But I'm
I
Team
get
Silva.
Justin's point. I just think it's a high number. Like, I think Josh is going to get dunks off cuts and off ball movement, but I do think it's a little bit of a high number. But I
debated
appreciate it,
it.
Justin.
I had to
I
make it
appreciate
enticing enough to
Correct.
get somebody to agree
Hey,
to it. If
you
I
know
said
what?
he'll get more dunks than last year, like that's no fun.
Well, I'm just going to go ahead and piggyback off of this because this transitions perfectly into one of my bets. I also got a little bold with one of my Josh Giddey bets. Justin, to your point, speaking of triple doubles, which you and Jacob bet last year for the Tim Tams, I have Josh Giddey has 8 triple doubles. Oh, sorry, 8 triple doubles this season. For reference, he has 8 triple doubles in his entire career for his rookie season, for this past season. And I think he has 8 this season. And for my bet, the bet payoff, the loser has to order Vegemite and then eat the Vegemite sandwich on the podcast.
What is that?
It's a
Vegemite.
delicacy
Yes, in Australia.
of Australia.
Yeah. If you didn't learn that watching Rocket Power, I don't know what the heck is wrong with you.
That's right.
Wait,
Um,
so
I'll do that bet, by the way.
I have a question. Kami already took it, but I'm gonna ask a question. Is it a punishment to eat this thing?
Yes.
Or is okay?
Unless you're
it's an
Australian.
acquired taste. It's
Us-
certainly.
Even
We
Josh
love
is on
all of our
record saying
Australian listeners.
is-
Absolutely love every Australian listener we have. But Vegemite has been described to me as the bastard Nutella.
Yeah.
That's
They
not-
know.
sounds
They
great.
know. They know. Like, even they're not
Yeah.
all Australians like Vegemite. It is very much an acquired
Even
taste.
Josh is on record at some point. I remember seeing this, saying that it's like it's not that great.
Who knows? I might enjoy it because I don't
You guys
think I'm
want
going
the
to win this.
definition?
But
I think this is an overdue. bet.
Calmier's going to eat the Vegemite sandwich and be like, this is the punishment? And this dude's going to have Vegemite on like the Amazon reorder
I'm
every
gonna
2 weeks.
start. I'm gonna start reordering Vegemite all of a sudden, finding my new passion for food, Australian
Yes.
food.
8 feels like a lot to me, just because I don't know. I feel like things are going to be so much more balanced out for this team this year.
Agreed.
The rebounds, the points, the assists. Maybe Josh will get them.
See,
But
that's why I think
almost,
he will.
I almost wonder if like Josh gets enough minutes, just because everything's going to be like so much more democratic this year.
Yep.
Fair point. Are you taking me up on it then, Jacob?
No,
Vegemite?
Calmier took it. I'm not touching it.
Oh, you okay? Cool. Okay, Calmier.
I do
Awesome.
not think it's going to get more, but it's an intriguing one, and that I'm willing to take the risk on Vegemite.
You're just taking
There we
all
go.
of them.
But like just Taylor just said, it perfectly leads into everybody else's second favorite point guard, and Vasilije Micic. I'm suggesting that Vasilije Micic averages at least 4.5 assists per game this year. This is the whole payout. The loser of this scenario must sing a preferred, so your preference of Shania Twain song to strangers at the Paycom Center.
Silva's head is shaking.
How does this work?
Silva's not even making virtual eye contact right
No.
now.
Well, I'm trying to document all this, and I'm like, oh my god! As I'm writing it out, I'm like, what is happening?
Okay, repeat one more time, Calmier.
4.5 assists a game.
So Vasilije Micic, 4.5 assists a game at least. So basically, if he's 4.6 and over, then you win or whatever. And the loser of this must go to the Paycom Center, enjoy a game maybe, or for business, depending upon who you are. you get to then sing your favorite Shania Twain song to a stranger.
Okay. So
Could
this
be
isn't
man, I
like
feel like
we're
a
like
woman.
coordinating with the Thunder to get onto Paycom.
Could be, you know.
That's what I was thinking at first.
Yeah.
Man,
There's
I
several.
feel like a
Several.
woman.
You know, she has one album. It's total. There's nothing
Now,
but bangers.
Do
Nothing
you
but
have to
bangers.
sing the entire song or just like a bar?
Just a bar.
Okay.
4.5 for reference. Josh Giddey averaged the most on the team last year at 6.2. Shea was second at 5.5. Third was J-Dub at 3.3. So 4.5 is way up
I
there.
love that over. I think that over under is spot on.
Kamiar, I'm intrigued, but I am interested if you are willing to negotiate a slight change on the payout.
Okay. What's your slight change?
Same idea, but instead of singing it to somebody at the Paycom Center, you have to take a whole verse, and that is the like quotes. You can't just choose like individual words, but quotes from that verse. You have to incorporate them all into a podcast. So, like, if you came on the show,
Like Nick did
couldn't
last
be
year.
like,
Nick
"Oh,
had
I
to
think
do
you
that.
played good."
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
only
Oh, yeah,
say the words from, and you have to like.
That was super fun.
Then if that is the compromise, I'm willing to compromise. It must be half the song instead of a verse.
I
That's
think
fair.
That's
That feels
fair.
more
Okay.
fair.
I'm in then. Let's do it.
Yeah,
All right.
Incorporate half of a Shania
Yes.
Twain song.
Our good friend Matt Clarkson said that don't
That
impress
don't
him
impress
much.
me much. That was
So good.
That's on
fantastic.
fire
Correct.
in here. He's got like 3 or
There's
4
some,
of them.
there are some bangers on that one album, man. Everything was like top 10.
That
I'm
is
just throwing
so
it out
true.
there.
That
This
was a great bet.
This is similar to when Nick had to do All Star by Smash Mouth
Yes, it is.
on
Yeah.
the
All right.
podcast,
All right.
which was a very good podcast, Nick. I was very impressed. I don't think anybody who like wasn't a like super uncontested fan who knew about the bet caught on.
You
But
probably thought I was a
listened
weirdo.
I listened in my car and
Probably.
just cackled the entire time. I had such a good time listening to that post game podcast. All right, I think Silva and I are the only two who haven't proposed one yet. So Silva, we'll both propose one, and then we'll go to break after that.
Okay.
My first one is a very easy one. Kaysen Wallace plays more games or minutes than Vasa. Kaysen's going to play more than Vasa.
This wait. More games or minutes.
Pick
One or the other, yes. As long
Oh,
as one of them
either.
goes
No.
You gotta pick one.
Someone has to pick.
Oh.
No, he's saying if
Or are you
either
saying it's-
are over. Games
Yeah, if
or
either
minutes.
are over.
Oh.
Do you want me to go both? I'll go both to make it more bold. I'll go both.
Oh.
Kaysen plays more minutes, total minutes on the season, and more total games on the season than Vasa.
Assuming both are.
I want to hear the
healthy.
payoff, but I'm interested.
Okay, the payoff depends on who takes the bet.
Okay. Now I'm more interested.
Okay,
I don't like
if
that.
I'm less
Justin
interested
or
now.
Nick takes the bet, I think it would be cool for the payoff to be that the loser has to buy the winner dinner at that spot in Richardson. That's like Kaysen's favorite restaurant that Nick recently
Wing
went to.
bucket.
Yes.
It
Tying
looked
it back into
phenomenal
Kaysen.
too. By the way, it looked awesome.
For you other three, and this one's kind of tossed up in the air, so we might have to finagle it a little bit, or if Justin or Nick want this payout. Vasa is a 29-year-old man with braces. So if you lose, you have to post a picture of like your preteen self as your Twitter
God.
Avi
No.
whenever you had braces, if you had them. I don't know who on the pod has braces. I know quite a few of you well. I don't know you well enough to know if you had braces.
I
I
got a
much
good
prefer
profile
the-
picture for that too.
I much prefer the wing bucket.
Did you have braces, Justin?
I did.
I
did.
think I want that to be the payout.
Okay.
I think that would be fun.
But I want wings. Okay, fine. You can have braces. I'm in. I think this is spicy, Jacob. I
Okay.
don't think there's any scenario, especially once you changed it to and. I think Vasa. I think both Kaysen and Vasa are gonna like start the season slow in terms of minutes and playing time. I think you disagree, which is probably why you made this bet, but like I still think Queso might touch the blue at some point. And obviously Vasa will not. And I think there's no shot.
That's spicy.
Interesting.
I like
Okay.
it.
We're locked in.
Maybe I'm reading way too much into preseason, but Kaysen being like first off the bench and starting whenever Shea wasn't playing and whenever Kaysen was healthy, I just think his defense is going to get him on the court so much. And I think they have more invested in Kaysen just because of the age and the asset they used to acquire him.
Yep.
And I think he's going to get a ton of opportunity.
Yeah, I'm just really curious to see how many minutes he sees, or if he even sees like regular minutes, or if it's very spotty. And then like you guys mentioned, like Justin mentioned, I think going to the blue. I don't know if it's going to be like rotational minutes. I'm just very curious to see. It's very clear that Micic is a part of the plans, like pretty like in the instant future. Queso, obviously also in the plans, but I don't know how much or how often based on preseason, because I mean, Oos got a lot of run in the preseason last year, and he ended up on the blue a lot, but also at the end of the season played with the OKC Thunder a lot. So I don't know how much. That's a fun one. That's a good.
It's going to be interesting. Like we can all have opinions on it, but I think it's so much in the air right now. It's like it's hard to have like a really educated
This is going to
guess.
be one of those bets that we revisit, and either way it goes, we're going to be like, wow, I can't believe that was even like a debate at the beginning of the season.
I think it's spot on. Makes it a great bet.
So I'm involved in 2. Justin's involved in 2, right? Nick's involved in 1. Is that correct, Nick? I think so. Taylor's involved in 2.
One I did.
Nick and I both threw 1 out, but have not engaged.
Okay.
And then opposers.
And
bet.
Silva's in on 1. Silva, you are up.
Okay. I guess I can stick with the Thunder one. We haven't done any league-wide ones yet, right?
Nope.
Not really. Okay.
Let's save league-wide for the end.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, which one do I want to do? Okay. Okay, we're gonna do this one. It's pretty simple. Lou Dort will make the all-defense team. Okay.
Ooh.
Pretty
First or
straightforward.
second team?
First or second team.
I thought we weren't doing league-wide bets.
This is a
It's under specific.
a joke.
Yeah.
Guys, it was a
You
joke.
said he will or will not.
He will.
Okay.
Payout. Write a short love poem or story about Lou and read it live on the podcast.
Oh my god.
I'll take you on that one. That's money.
I think you guys should definitely do the poem and make it rhyme.
Yes.
Make it like
Yeah,
Dr.
that'd be
Seuss
good.
style.
Okay, we'll do poem.
We'll take that one. And it's not because Lou's a bad defender. It's just like it's a 10-guy
So many
award.
defenders.
It is.
And there's so many defenders, and he hasn't even gotten close.
I'm
As
banking
good
on
as he's been, he hasn't gotten close.
I'm banking on the publicity of the Thunder and people just,
You
Okay.
gotta remember
I think,
though.
I think that's.
Silva.
I
I
would have
think
taken
you
it.
gotta
Nick had
remember
not.
is that 2 of the most freak defenders in this league are rookies this season.
that's a good point.
The pot of players that could.
You know
Nick's
what?
trying to talk him
Freak.
out of the bet.
I'm trying to talk
before-
about my own bet, Nick.
Getting freaky.
Yeah, I'm taking down that one.
Fucker.
I'll look forward to your poem. Start writing it now.
Dang.
On the other hand, I would love to hear what your poem would be like.
No, wait, that'd be like me losing the bet. I'd be reading a poem on the pod, just like you want me to. I will go next on Thunder bets though.
Okay, let's take our first break since everyone's
Okay.
proposed a bet. And
Okay.
then on the other side, Nick will be up first with our next bet. We'll be right back. And we are back. It is Nick's turn to propose another Thunder bet. Nick, what do you got?
I have that Chet Holmgren will record the most blocks by an NBA rookie in his lifetime. So I think that's since 2002. The current holder of that accomplishment is none other than Walker Kessler last year, 173 blocks, in 4 games. Before that, number 2 is Pau Gasol with 169 and 82 games. He played a full
Nice.
season.
Wow.
He's obvious. I think the big thing here is that we have to figure out the caveat of what if he does exceed Walker Kessler, but Wemby exceeds him? Like, did he still break the existing record, but
Mm.
didn't actually maintain the record. So I want to talk through that. But if anybody's interested in the bet, we can.
I think you
Turn
can
that up.
reword it to where it is after this season, Chet Holmgren will be
Yeah.
number one.
I
Yeah.
don't want that
Yeah.
rewording.
There you go.
I don't want
Over Wemby.
Because like he
Nick
wouldn't
doesn't want
technically
that
be
let me reword then.
He
Chet
wouldn't technically
Holmgren
be
will
breaking
have
the
more than
record.
173 blocks this season.
Okay.
There you
So
go.
I feel like I need to take one. I have not taken one yet. I've thrown one out. So I will take you up on this. However, you have not proposed your bet payoff, Nick. So go ahead and give us that.
Mm.
What was that number again, Nick?
You don't have one?
173.
Well, I didn't know we were supposed to come prepared with them, so I didn't come with any of these. So I'm thinking of them on the fly.
What is this? Your first bets pod?
Everybody's
It's
got to
like,
get Nick's
that's
bets
pod
first because these
four.
are going to be the most tame.
Okay,
Got
here
the
we go. Here
podcast
we
for
go.
Bruin.
I got one. Because it's Taylor and he eats on podcasts.
Okay.
This is going to be more mild and tame than last year, but we all know Josh Giddey is a Wheat Bix kid, which is a cereal. Taylor, if you lose this bet, or I guess me if I lose it, has to eat an entire box of that cereal on a podcast.
An entire box.
Entire box?
That is a
Good
deal.
night.
I don't even know what Wheat Bix are. Are they like
We saw it
frosted
in.
mini wheats?
Well, okay, so you didn't come with Justin and I when we went into
Oh, in the bodega.
see Josh. Yeah, right. And they had the picture of them there.
I mean, I've seen the box. I just don't know what the cereal looks like.
So
can
it's
I
like
get that pulled
wheat-
up on the pod real quick?
Wheaties.
It looks like checks, right?
Let's see.
Yeah, Chex, Wheaties, something like that.
And I didn't say you had to eat it like
No.
dry. You could
No,
put
it
it
is
in a
not
bowl
like
with milk.
Chex.
You could do a lot of
Oh.
different things.
So like,
Ew. This looks
I mean,
bad.
What is
Really?
this? What is
This
it?
looks real bad.
Hold on.
I'm gonna be
Meek
really
says,
full.
"Oh no, just eat a
What is
single dry
happening?
Wheat Bix.
It
Just
looks,
try it."
it looks like an air freshener.
Wait, it's
What
not.
is
Is
that?
that's what they consider cereal over there? It's like a big old block.
Okay,
Putting
okay.
ramen
okay.
noodles
This
and
is-
milk.
Let's not
Yeah.
judge other people now. Let's go on.
That's amazing. It's like
I
one
just like
giant
that we-
block.
We pivoted to Josh Giddey's cereal.
Okay, I
on a
love
Chet
it.
Holmgren bet.
I love it.
Oh, it looks like a fried piece of fish that's been in the freezer for like 6 weeks.
Wild.
It's the value pack, you know.
This
It's not
could be
it's
bad.
not restaurant made, okay?
Oh, look at that.
Okay.
Meat Leak in the
Wait,
chat. The classic challenge is to eat a single dry wheat mix in 30 seconds.
Let's do that.
There
Is that like
it
the
is.
gallon
There-
challenge?
Yes,
There it
yes.
It's like the Popeyes biscuit challenge.
That's
That is
the
our,
bet.
our
That's the bet.
local
That's
giving
the
us the
bet.
context we
I
need.
love
deal.
that.
Eat a single dry wheat Bix in 30 seconds. Okay,
Oh my
recording
gosh, I might die.
that. Single.
I love it. I love it. I love
Okay,
it.
that's
That
good.
YouTube
And-
short, whoever loses this, that YouTube short is going to do numbers,
I love
It's
it.
just us,
specifically
like,
overseas.
coughing and choking on
What was the bet
dry
again?
wheat Bix.
This is the new bet. Meek Leak.
173, more than 173
Blocks.
blocks.
So we got a
Chet.
Josh Giddey payout for a Chet bet. I love it.
That is
Nick,
correct.
you took one of my bets, kind of. I was gonna say Chet's
Same.
gonna average at least 2.2 blocks a game, so that kind of like averages out.
I
think
I
the
had a similar
big
one.
thing is like with the total blocks, you got to play a lot of games.
Yeah.
And see,
well,
that was my thing with the Wemby portion of that is, I don't know if Wemby plays enough games. If you
Yeah.
told me right now today that Wemby plays 50 games next season because the Spurs just kind of pull the plug because they want to tank again, would not be shocked.
That
I mean,
sounds like a
every-
league-wide bet.
Wow.
Every NBA or every international player that's come and played in the NBA, whether it's like an NBL guy or another league overseas, they talk about how 82 game season is just
That's a lot.
stupid long and it's like taxing on your body. So
Yep.
the Spurs have the excuse. The league's not going to fine them because they have real reason to do so.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Chet, although he didn't play last year, he kind of understands the rigors of the season and the toll it takes on your body. So I think it's a good bet. I like it.
It's good. I had a similar one too. Like Kamiar said, I was going to say that I thought Chet would end the season in the top 5 of blocks per game, which would put him, I mean, in that same range. And my payoff, unless anyone else has a Chet bet later and they need a payoff, my payoff was going to be Kamiar always says upsetty spaghetti. And whenever I hear Chet Holmgren in my head, I just say Chetty spaghetti. So it was going to be that the loser has to buy the winner Olive Garden never-ending pasta.
Ooh,
That's
that's
nice.
nice.
Feel free to
good.
That's
tuck
an
that
interesting
one
one.
away.
Well, I'll go ahead and propose my next bet because it is Chet themed, but it's not, doesn't have to do with blocks.
Okay.
And so I feel like it ties in good with Nick's bet. I have some context for this one, but the bet is the Chet plus Poku 2-man lineup will have a positive net rating and will play more than 200 minutes.
I like that you added the
Wow.
minutes.
Let me give you some context.
I was just going to ask for some.
Yep.
On
20 minutes?
NBA.com, you can look up 2-man lineups for the Oklahoma City Thunder for last season. And if you sort them by minutes, almost exactly halfway through, there's 7 pages of 2-man lineups. Almost exactly halfway through is where lineups that played 200 plus minutes start. So that would be the top half of the team in 2-man lineups. So that means they're going to play together a lot. And they are going to be positive in those lineups. So their overall net rating will be like a positive net rating, not a negative net rating, meaning they play really well together. So 2 things have to hit for this bet to come to fruition for me. That 2-man lineup has to play more than 200 minutes, and it has to be a positive net rating. The payoff does require some help from Justin because the rest of us are pretty inept in this department.
The bedroom.
You get a photo of you photoshopped over on cottonbureau.com. We have a t-shirt, the Chet Poku t-shirt of the waving arm inflatable man. You get to get photoshopped as 2 waving arm inflatable men, and it goes on the internet to live forever.
I think it's only right that I take this bet. 1, because you're going to make me do it anyway. And 2, because of everyone on this show, I look the most like a waving arm inflatable tube man.
Well, I figured you could Photoshop us to where our torsos are real long and our arms are real wavy.
But
you might be the easiest to Photoshop.
I'm halfway there. I'll take this bet.
Beautiful.
I want it to be true in my heart. I wonder. I just don't know, man. Like, this is another one that I think we might look back at the end of the season and just be kind of shocked we were having this discussion one way or the other.
Mm-hmm.
But as much as I want the thin towers to work in my brain, I'm just really curious to see how much we actually see it next season. So I'm gonna take you on this bet.
I'm staking my flag on Poku Island.
What else?
Every time a Woj tweet comes through, I am checking to see if it's the Poku extension.
What if he gets traded and that's why it doesn't come true? What if they're like 1 minute away?
I think that's kind of like
be very sad,
the bet.
And I will be a sad-faced, waving arm inflatable tube man.
No. Okay, I've got another. If you guys are ready for it.
Yes.
Yep.
We have not talked a lot about the superstar of this team, none other than Shavonte Gilgeous-Alexander. He finished top 5 last season in MVP voting and was first team All-NBA. And I think all of us, especially listening to some of these bets at the beginning of this podcast, I think we're all very optimistic about this team. I think that Shea finishes top 3 in MVP voting and first team All-NBA.
And
all right.
Well, if he's top 3,
if he's top
MVP,
3,
he better be first.
Tell me
he
the bet,
better.
Taylor.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
do this.
Yes,
Let's
Nick's
do
already
this.
taking it.
Come off
Nick's already
mute
taking it.
fast.
He got on top of
Shea
that so
is
fast.
Shea is known for his Instagram bars, according to that one. I can't remember the whatever the article was. It was the actual. It was a email from NBA.com
Quote
who
unquote.
like compared
I
him.
can't remember
and
any
Dame.
details, but it happened. I promise.
It was ridiculous.
Sources.
Anyways,
Trust me,
loser.
bro.
it was an actual NBA.com.
we
email
believe
account.
you. It's
Anyways,
fine.
loser has to record a Thunder-related freestyle rap on our banger of an intro, outro instrumental. I think it's so
buddy.
good.
Okay.
It needs some bars over it.
Yep, I
And
agree.
nobody has
It's gonna
better
be
bars
really
than
awesome
SGA.
whenever you do it. So I'm taking you on that one.
Top 3 MVP and first team All NBA.
Is this your
Taylor
guys'
said
second?
this. Taylor said this knowing he'd lose just so he could rap pre-game, pre and post pod. I petition this. I petition
Go ahead
this.
and do it.
He's like, loser gets $1 million.
Loser gets a new laptop.
Okay, I have some questions on the payoff before we discuss the basketball aspect. Do you have to freestyle it during a pod? Like whenever we debut?
Yes,
Like you have
as the outro is happening. Yes.
Oh, that's
good.
I like didn't Justin sing the French national anthem?
You best believe I did.
Okay,
and I practiced that thing for hours, and I still
in line with that.
That was the first Bets pod.
I believe so,
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Ever?
Yeah.
And then question number 2 on the payoff: do we get to use your rap on every podcast intro?
No, we should not.
So long as it does not lose us listeners.
Stop it.
No.
No.
Probably will lose us listeners.
This is a fun thing that's not going to continue.
Okay, Dad.
we have Jacob's rap saved forever.
Lord, I know that it can get cold, okay, but I'm the coldest.
Why'd you say I can't kill?
Oh, turn down for what? This is a good bet.
It is.
Taylor,
I like this.
Taylor, I want to hear your reasoning.
3
You
is a
can't
good
say, I don't
number.
actually think it's going to happen, or else it's your bet. But like, what's your reasoning behind it? You think
If
it's gonna
this
happen?
team is going to, I mean, again, this kind of leads to another bet that I potentially have. However, if this team is going to continue to improve, Shea, I mean, I get the whole like he'll have to take a back leap for guys like Chet, et cetera, but I think his stats are going to be even better because of these players who are playing around him. Therefore, I think he still makes first All-NBA. I see where he still keeps up his scoring input or output, and therefore he's top 3 MVP rather than top 5. Like the narrative is already there. Shea has not played a true playoff game with the Thunder, and he's already being ranked by all these national outlets, so like top 10. I know that like kind of makes us all like, whatever. We'd rather have a chip on our shoulders. But that being said, like I can see it happen.
I love it.
Touche.
I've got one. I haven't set a bet in a while. I've got one before we maybe go to the league wide soon. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you need to propose a second one. JD needs to propose a second one, and Justin.
All right. Well, we
talked
talked about him.
Craft my personal hell.
We've talked about him earlier. Nick did about second in All-Star voting. Jalen Williams, J-Dub. I know he'll probably get more opportunities from the corner threes where he knocks those down pretty consistently, but elsewhere on the arc, not so much. But I expect some maybe improvement upon his 3-point stroke this year, especially while having Chet out there. And this is what I'm suggesting. Jalen Williams, J-Dub, shoots at most 33.5% from 3 this season. So taking all that into consideration, because he'll get more opportunities, but I'm not sure if he still converts those just yet. My payout, and of course, this is subject to negotiation. Everybody on this podcast has a significant other of some sort.
Oh boy.
So we must
maybe not after this bet though.
The payout is you must tell your significant other that they need to do more around the house and record the interaction.
Oh my God.
I'm not
So I was
taking you on
correct.
this one, but it wouldn't be funny if I did.
I'm not sure it's funny if anyone would.
I've got a backup one just in case. Would you like to
I
hear the
feel
backup
like
one?
I know Silva's recording numbers, but I feel like Silva is due to take another bet. I'm just saying.
Hey Silva.
Damn. Okay,
And
so
this feels right up the
Silva,
alley
you
of
can
the type of
negotiate.
bet Silva
I
would
have
do.
I have a backup
It
one. I
does.
have an alternate one because
Well-
my Chetty Spaghetti one didn't come to fruition because Nick already had a Chet bet. So I have another one just in case.
The Chet
another payout.
Yeah.
What is that payout? I'll see. I'll take you on this one. So you're saying
you must.
so if he shoots better than 33.5%, I win.
That's correct.
Okay.
It's 33.5.
Yes.
I thought you said 35.5. Okay.
No, 33.5.
Okay. I'll do this.
Slow.
I will do this.
And so, are you taking the payout, or do you want me to give you the other option?
Yeah, let's hear the other option. Just
Okay.
so you know.
The loser of this bet must call their parents and say they are welcoming a new child to the world.
Oh my God. Let me go with the other one.
Okay. All right.
No question. I will go with the other one. And it'll be fun.
Amazing.
It'll be a good sport, probably.
It's going to
Amazing.
be interesting to see where J-Dub ends the season at 3-point shooting.
Yes.
Considering like what types you mentioned, like corner threes, and then we've seen in preseason he's gone to like the step back three multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
Are we getting those versus
Yeah.
are they going to generate like a lot of catch and shoots for him? I think the types of threes he takes is really going to determine the percentage. So it's going to be a fun thing to see as the season unfolds, is like what types of shots do they generate for guys who they really want to shoot the ball?
And so this is what my thinking was, is that last year he didn't shoot as well from three as maybe as well as we thought, because coming out of Santa Clara, his catch and shoot three numbers were just like stupid bonkers. And I think some people were let down by that, despite the fact that he did get better over the season. And so I'm really curious to see what his catch and shoot numbers, particularly like you mentioned, Jake, like, hey, like, are they step backs? Are they ISOs? Are they coming off of a pen down or something like that? Or are they just shoot, setting him up for corner threes, etc.? And so that's the kind of what I'm banking on. So I'm really curious to see what happens, because I think he'll be given more opportunity.
That's a good one.
Okay.
I think
I
it's
like it.
fascinating.
Okay. I think it's me.
We need
And-
you and Justin for one more before we go to the next break.
Okay. I'll do mine really quickly. The Thunder will finish the season with more wins than the Dallas Mavericks.
I'll take it.
Ooh.
All it is. Okay.
I kind of
And
want to take this one too, so I need
What's
to hear
the
the
payout? Yeah.
I
I mean,
mean,
why-
we're all like prices.
Jake and I
not
can
prices,
squabble.
right?
So
It's Family Feud where they're asking the initial question and everyone's waiting to like buzz in.
Well,
Yeah.
that means Silva has to be like Steve Harvey now.
oh my God, the payout evolved. It was a. I feel like the stakes need to be higher. So the payout originally was going to be you have to paint during the live pod, paint what you are seeing on the screen in front of you, like paint our panels during an episode. But that felt like
watercolors or like
another one I have that
Pastels.
really we can do at any point. You must make beef stroganoff and post a picture of yourself eating the beef stroganoff on Twitter. So,
It's a long time
Jake,
inside joke. I love
Jake,
it.
how many bets have you taken? I've taken 2.
I think I'm in on at least 3.
Can I take
Yeah,
then?
you
I
can
take
have it.
Silva's?
You can have
All
it.
right.
Yeah.
I'll eat the beef stroganoff.
I'll bring you some.
Thank you.
Oh, bring He's
You're
gonna
the
make it
worst.
himself.
Oh boy.
No, okay.
boy.
Well, it's extra cheesy, so it's good.
Make him a little boy.
Cheese in your
It's my
stroganoff.
favorite.
All right, my
favorite
turn.
podcast we've ever
Thanks,
done.
Justin.
My turn. This one is Thunder team more than Thunder player. OKC will make the inaugural Final Four of the in-season tournament in Las Vegas.
Ooh.
What's the payout?
The payout,
Loser has
Given
to go to
that,
Las Vegas.
no, not so much.
And-
I literally sat there and I thought about like things that either anyone associates with Vegas or like weird inside jokes we have with Vegas. And this could have gone a lot of directions, but I feel like the most obvious one and a fun one would be 4 Powerball tickets.
Oh, you should have went
Ah.
with something Berea themed.
I thought about Birria. I thought about a Taco Bell gift card. I
Yeah.
thought about
Oh,
something
I
with,
want to do that.
okay.
Oh my God.
I
Taco
thought
Bell
Nick
gift
might
card.
get excited about that.
Yeah, we're doing this. Taco
I was
Bell gift
trying to
card.
avoid food. We always default
Yeah.
to food.
What's
Love
fun?
food.
Can
But I
I
will
wanna
not turn down a Taco Bell gift card bet.
I want to propose an amendment to the payout? Then you guys don't have to take it. I'm just proposing.
Okay.
These payouts got to be fun because we're doing it for the fans, right?
Yes.
So Nick just getting or Justin getting a Taco Bell card and just going and getting a couple burritos every now and then and just enjoying life. Like no one gives a shit about that.
Oh,
You've got to
Gotta be
spend
all at
the
once.
That's a
entire
good idea.
Taco
Yes.
Bell card in one trip.
Okay.
And eat it on the
and
podcast.
document yourself eating it all.
Yes.
So we can put it in video format.
I'd
Well,
say
you just
eat
made
it
me
live on the
more
podcast
interested.
in addition.
Oh, I
Jake.
forgot. Nick is the one that spent like $50 at the Taco Bell
Yes,
canteen.
he has no
on that
problem
trip.
doing so.
I would
Nick
love
can
to
eat
do
more
that.
than anyone I've ever met.
That would
So
be
this
awesome.
scares
So
me.
why don't we make it a Taco Bell cantina thing for next
There is one
summer
right by
league?
my house.
Oh,
we can do that too.
Yeah.
And you can
Either
get
or.
yourself a special.
Okay, I like
special Baja
saving
Blast.
it because for Vegas, let's save it for next year at Vegas, and we'll record a video.
I literally have a Vegas specific bet for a bet payoff for Justin and I, but I don't have a bet for it. So I need Justin to throw one out so that way I can take him up on it.
Before we go to that, Taylor, though, I just want to make sure we understand the payoff. The loser
Yes,
has to
pay for the winners.
But the winner kind of is a loser because they have to eat it all in one sitting. Like if it's me, it's fine, but if it's you, that kind of sucks.
No, there's no loser. I mean, there's no losing if you're eating the Taco Bell.
If the gift card is $50, you have to eat
in the
$50
hotel
at Taco
room at
Bell
Vegas.
in one. If you got to eat $50 at Taco Bell in one sitting, that kind of sounds like you're a loser.
Jacob really kind of screwed this whole thing up.
I'm
enjoying it.
Consider it.
I think the winner gets to order whatever they want within reason, like up to. I mean,
quadruple shot.
Money goes a long way at Taco Bell. It's up to
Not at that cantina.
$30.
No kidding.
Baja Blast with 4
30's a
tequila
good
shots
number.
cost about 70 there.
It was absurd. That's like not even a joke. It was wild.
Food only. You said $30.
$30 of food only at Taco Bell could feed a family for a month.
Not at the cantina. That was like
It's a little more
Miami
expensive there.
Chaco
It is
and
a
like
little
2
more
burritos
expensive.
I have down $30 maximum.
or
There we
Chili's.
go. There we go.
Chacos.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's
Yeah,
fair.
there you go.
I like
There
that.
you go.
Deal.
We
Go
got
with the
there.
compromise.
And this is the Thunder going to Vegas as a top 4 team.
So
in
when
the in-season playoff.
they're there in December and we're there in person covering it, you can go ahead and pick up my Taco Bell bill.
Hey.
There we go.
Love it. Everyone has proposed a second bet, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, let's cut to break. On the other side, we will do our last round of bets. We will be right back. And we are back. Gentlemen, last round of bets. This one, NBA bets, like league-wide or other team specific, are also on the table. You don't have to do a Thunder specific one. You can if you want, but it's not required. Whoever wants to kick us off.
Well, then before we transition to league-wide bets, I do have a couple, but I like this one for my third. I think this is Thunder specific. I think it's a really fun one. I've said over and over on this podcast for like 2 seasons now that this team is at their best when they're playing in transition. The Thunder ranked 4th of all 30 teams last year with 28.8 transition possessions per game. I think they finished top 2. I can give you all that context if you want it for the teams who are above them, but I think they finished top 2 in transition possessions per game. The loser of this bet has to film themselves running a full court suicide under a certain yet reasonable time frame given by the winner.
Is this transition offense or transition plays?
Transition offense.
Can I just never mind? I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
What's a reasonable time?
Yeah,
I
what
mean,
is
that-
reasonable time?
I was thinking like, so for example, if you look at the possessions per game in transition.
No, he's talking about the full court suicide, my guy.
No, I know, but 22.9, that was possessions per game. That was the Pacers. And I was thinking like 22.9 seconds, but that is really quick.
How about like give like 80 to 100% of effort on it?
Just try hard.
Yeah, no, seriously.
try.
You have to go out there and like actually sprint as fast as you can
Right.
for the entire
And
thing.
I was trying to think of like what a
Like a
actual
tear my
reasonable
Achilles.
time frame would be there.
You know what would spice this payoff up even more?
Jake hijacking
Oh,
more
gosh.
bets.
Yes. No, I'm just proposing ideas, all right? You got to run it while somebody is playing pickup on that court.
Oh no. Oh, no.
That's
Oh,
tough,
man.
though. How do you plan that out?
You just go to the gym
go to the
and you
park.
freaking run.
Just go. We just go. People are
You
not
just
going to
run.
say anything, and then if they do, well, then you got looks like you got to know the court.
Are we talking like
Fair.
sideline, like do it on the sideline across the, or are we talking
We're talking
run straight
baseline
middle,
to free throw
straight
line,
down the middle while the game
baseline to half
You
court,
can be off to the side.
baseline to other free throw line.
We know what a
baseline to
suicide
baseline.
is, Taylor.
I
just meant
am
what part of
explaining
the
it for
court?
Silva.
I think Taylor wants me to commit suicide.
Oh, okay.
I
Can't
don't
say
want to
that.
be around anymore.
Yeah. No, don't say
Is anyone taking this
Is
bet?
anyone taking this?
Who wants to run a suicide?
I'll do it. I'll do it. Okay.
Does it get more specific?
I'm
than
just saying
this?
that possessions per transition possessions per game.
Thunder will be top
Thunder-
2 in offensive
Taylor?
Yeah.
fast breaks.
I'll take your bet. I'll go to I'll go to the station and I will do your suicide if
that.
I lose the bet. And I will
Perfect.
get somebody
You
to
should have to
replace me.
do a suicide after drinking a suicide. You remember doing that when you were a kid at the
Ooh,
ballpark?
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds terrible, but I'm not doing
I do
that.
not. What is that?
and-
It's where
and
you get a
maybe-
little bit of every soda in the cup and then you drink it.
Yeah.
That sounds
Maybe
like
I can
horrible.
coordinate this. Maybe
It
I
gets
can
funky when you get like pink lemonade in
read in the
there.
private chat.
Spice things up.
Maybe I can coordinate this while Jacob is playing pickup at the station as well. So you'll see him
That'll
in
be
the
fun.
background.
There you go.
Little Easter egg for the viewers.
Yeah.
I draw a charge. Kamiar's just sprinting his ass off down the court.
Yeah. Yup.
I love it.
Okay.
So the
That's
Thunder
amazing.
have to be top 2 in transition opportunities in the league for the season.
So opportunities,
Correct.
not buckets, right?
I have
Correct.
the Thunder will rank top 2 in transition offense. Is that too big? Or is that fine?
Top 2 in offensive transition opportunities.
Okay.
I'm glad
Possessions.
I didn't take this bet because I don't even understand it.
Offense.
Well,
Taylor
wait.
and a super convoluted bet that you need a dictionary to figure out? No way.
So unexpected.
I love Taylor's like beginning context of his bets too. Well, if you remember back in 1987,
You
All right.
compare that to this.
Dr. James
team's-
Naismith himself
Oh
once
my
said,
God.
who's got the next one?
I'm going. Here it is. Last year I did a Jada will rank top 8 or something like that from a major publication in a redraft. We're
which happened
revisiting
in like 3 weeks.
It did.
Yes.
We're revisiting the major publication thing, but here it is. A major publication will release an NBA player rankings article this season with Kristaps Porzingis ranked ahead of Jaylen Brown. The payout. You must do an entire podcast with a blindfold on and fake eyes drawn on the blindfold.
I want this. I'm so
Oh, see, I took a similar one last year.
I'm
that's a
very,
good one.
I'm
Dustin's got
very
it.
into this idea.
A good one. It's a special one.
This just sounds fun.
It does.
Yeah.
It satisfies
No
my
idea.
agenda in
This is
ways,
kind of like
and-
how I was sad that my rotisserie chicken bet got pulled out from under me last year.
See, that's why I had to
Taylor
eat,
got
yeah.
to eat like that. Looked like a treat.
It was awesome.
Yeah, I'm into it. What Kristaps Porzingis? Like this was where did this come from? Why
Well,
did you
Singer.
think of this?
Well, I have a narrative I crafted in my head that Jaylen Brown is not actually that good. He's
Okay.
good, obviously, but I think Kristaps will be more efficient and complement Jason Tatum a lot more. And yeah, I think he's just going to be better there than Jaylen Brown.
okay, yeah, I disagree. I'm game.
That's great. Let's do it.
Silva watching too much of those
Kristaps
Jaylen Brown
redemption.
dribbling with his left hand highlights.
I know. I saw that last video at the practice facility. That's when I knew.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I will also go all NBA for this next bet. How about this one? It's one that's come up as a topic every single year for like the last, I don't know. It's been a while. Since I could. Paul George is fully healthy come playoff time. That's the bet.
Wow.
The payout is
Uh-oh.
kind of similar to our good friend Taylor over here. This one is pretty straightforward. You have to go hoop at your local Y or rec center or someplace, just where you can find basketball and people playing pickup. And you must play pickup similar to a style in which Justin had a payout, you must play pickup in cowboy boots and jorts at that local institution.
If you need a pair of jorts, I can loan you some.
I don't know who's gonna. You're gonna have to do this outside because no gym is gonna let you wear cowboy boots on the court.
That's until you get kicked out, buddy.
Right? Who on this pod owns cowboy boots? I
Taylor.
need to know this.
This guy.
Oh, and
That-
wow.
Mhm.
That checks out.
No,
That
it's
checks out so
OSU.
much.
You have to have cowboy boots at OSU.
Okay, so one of you two dorks has to take it.
Nick and I already have blood feud
Yeah, I've
over
got
the
a-
corn dog.
Taylor- Taylor's
feel
gotta
like,
take the
I
bet.
feel like Coffee and I do too.
I took
Taylor's got to take the bet.
Taylor's suicide one on the basketball court.
Okay,
I
yeah,
think
there
Taylor
you
should
go.
maybe take my cowboy boots on
Boot
the basketball
scooting
court.
baller.
Perfect.
Just
Scooting
bring
baller.
basketball shoes just in case you actually try to play pickup because you probably get kicked off the court pretty fast.
Deal. I'll take it.
All right.
I
Okay.
love that.
You're locked in contractually.
Is Paul George actually going to be healthy come playoff time? That's not been the case since OKC.
I have
That's a
to.
good
No.
point.
I have to ask. What if they don't make the playoffs?
I think that
The-
counts. That's
that
not
counts,
healthy.
yeah.
As long
That
as
counts.
he's healthy.
Counts.
If he's
okay.
if he's healthy and he's good, like obviously, like we're not
He's
counting
healthy,
like
but he's sitting at home watching on TV.
yeah,
Is
like
it
we're not
still
counting
count?
off-season surgeries because
Okay.
players do that all the time, right?
I
I'm
added
just
that.
saying he like is not sitting out multiple games because he has plantar fasciitis or something like that. PG's injuries.
And here I am.
Oh,
hoping that Paul
shoulder injuries,
George
shoulder
snaps
injuries,
his other
yeah.
leg in half.
It's the shoulders that have been getting him. Jeez. Okay, good Taylor with the hot one. Oh my god. I was just talking about the shoulder injuries that you can easily recover from, not like something that was terrible to view on national television.
One would argue he recovered from that and more
He
a
did
little
for
better
sure,
than
though.
his other injuries.
The good old Danny Granger days at Indiana.
So me, Justin, and Nick are left, right?
I'll go next.
Yeah.
I believe so, yes.
Let's hear it, Nick.
I've got one that I think all of you are going to try to jump on, but only one of you can.
Interesting.
But I believe in this bet.
Winner gets to cuddle with Nick.
Oh,
I believe
Winner shares
in
a bed
this
with Nick
bet.
at Summer League.
This bet.
In there, done that.
Farts a lot.
At least I don't sleep
Not
like this.
You can't a casket?
That's how
King cut over
JD
here.
felt the entire time at
that's
Vegas.
how I slept there.
It is
Like a
I
mummy?
woke up
Like a
and I
mummy?
rolled over and I looked at this man and I was like, "Oh God, I gotta call Amber. He's dead."
Just put
What's
him in a
your bet,
boat and
Nick?
float him down the river. He's already ready.
What's your bet?
It's a
Go
bet
ahead,
that we
Nick.
won't know the results of until the end of the season. So it is a bet for Summer League. And the loser of this bet, if you end up not going to Summer League, we'll have to find an alternative. But you have to run from the Virgin Hotel where we stay every year to the Wynn studio. You have to
Oh
run.
no!
Go on a
Oh,
run.
That is a
No.
long. Can
Go on a run.
confirm that is a long distance.
To the
Um,
studio, not to Thomas and Mac.
To the studio. You have to run to the studio.
For
But-
the record, it is regularly like 115 degrees. at Summer.
I'm running at 2 a.m.
But for the record, also, I think that a lot of you guys are going to want this bet because I believe in it. You're not going to.
We want it, but the loser dies.
And so I question who is there a certain amount of bets people have taken so far that we've taken tally of? I can't remember now.
Well, I was
I'm
trying to
hoping
do
I
that.
take
And
tallies.
it was getting very confusing very
I
fast.
think I have
count,
4.
Count with your heart.
Count with my
Case
heart.
Scott Brooks.
Let's
What's the
Okay.
bet, Nick?
The
Okay,
bet.
what's the bet? Yeah.
Yeah,
what's
what's the
the
bet?
bet?
What's the
For
bet?
real.
One of these two players, not both, one of these two players makes an all NBA team. Ben Simmons and Zion Williamson. One of those two makes all NBA this year.
That's fantastic.
I thought you guys would be jumping at it.
I'm considering.
The payout is really.
I feel
tough.
like I've
The payout is one of the worst of all time.
Yes.
yes. It's a great one.
Horrendous. Because if you run it at 2 a.m. like Jacob, you might die. And if you
And
run
if you
it,
run it at noon, you
For
might
other
die.
if you
reasons.
run it during the day, you will
Doesn't matter
die.
when you'll run it, you might die.
And the
It just
winner
depends
doesn't
on
even.
how you want to die.
The winner doesn't even get everything. You win and get some honor or something.
How do
and then
you
if
want to
lose,
die?
It's over.
Oh my god! How far do you think those two resorts are apart?
We
I think
mapped
it's only,
it when
I
we were
think I
there.
think it's only like a mile and a half. It's really not
Yeah.
that far.
2 miles.
but it was like
2 miles.
2 miles.
Is
45
it 2? Did you look it
minutes.
up?
I just looked.
That's not that far. And I didn't say you have to
That's
like
not awful.
run it like you're with your hair on. You said to run it.
Your hair
Just a-
will be on fire. It's Vegas.
Jog.
will.
Slight
Your
jog.
entire body will be on fire. Do it, Jacob.
Do it.
I think
don't
you're the
think I
only
wa- I
one
don't-
considering it.
I don't
Do it.
think I want it.
Do it. Do it.
If you will amend it
I-
to running to Thomas and Mack.
Oh,
I'll take
but that's way less.
No,
Yeah.
2 miles. I'm not asking you to run 20 miles.
This is
It's
Listen,
2 miles.
I ran a
might be
1K
100
and I think I
degrees.
died.
How is this? Like all of us are in some capacity, like following. We meet you there, something like that.
Yeah, you got to follow me to make sure I don't get
We make
attacked by
sure-
a
Correct.
crazy
That's-
person.
That is what I'm
Just
getting
drive,
at.
just
That's
drive
exactly
and keep
what
an
I'm
eye on
getting
them,
at.
or just like follow them with like bird or lime scooters, wherever the heck they are,
Yes. See,
with words of
here we
encouragement.
go.
I'll
I think
take
that
it.
works.
Yes.
That works.
You said one of the two, not both.
Yes.
Okay. I will take it. I hate that I just did that.
Good
Who
for
do you,
you.
who so
Some
you've
good
already
cardio.
locked
Good
yourself
cardio.
in. You've already locked yourself in. My question is, who do you think, like, who makes you more nervous that this
Zion.
bet-
It's gotta be
Zion, and it's
Zion.
not
Yeah,
close.
it's gotta be. It's gotta be
It's
Zion.
not close.
Because Ben Simmons
Correct.
is in the East, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
I
so
think-
Zion
I
for me
think
is
Ben's
like
gonna
out
be-
now.
I think Ben's going to be better than last year
Yeah.
because
He'll
he
actually
played 0
play.
games.
Right.
Yeah.
For
That's a really
Zion,
hard
it's
barometer.
just can he not get injured?
Right.
Yeah, I think if Zion doesn't get injured, it's a
Comments.
lock.
I think Ben's gonna be a lot better than you're giving him credit for.
Yeah, for me, it's Ben if it's between the two. Like, just because of the effect he'll have on his team, because who's on the roster. Whereas Zion, I mean, the West is stacked, and it's going to be tough. And who already knows with his prior injuries if he's going to be able to be sustainable on the court enough. Like, again, like I don't
Right.
even know how many games he plays this year. I don't expect him to play full 82.
I know it's been a long time, but Ben was a perennial all-star, 23-year-old All NBA kind of guy. Like,
Yeah.
he's the fun guy to trash on. But if he's mentally back,
Yeah.
I
still
hope
super
he
young.
is.
Yeah.
I really hope he is. I don't
Ben
know.
became a
You're not
meme
betting on
after
it.
the whole like
Well, you
not
are betting on
shooting the ball, like when he was
Right.
right
Yeah.
next to it.
Correct.
And like
That
it was
Atlanta series
there.
broke his brain.
Yeah.
Also,
he's
for what
back.
it's worth on this bet, I feel a little bit better because our guy Carey ran to the win in the morning to watch
Yes,
this
he
live
did.
pod. If Carey
Yes,
can
he
do it,
did.
I'll do it in honor
facts.
of Carey.
Yep.
Carey's got
There it
good
is.
cardio. All
You're
right.
lucky
Yes,
I
he's
didn't
ready.
say.
100%.
You're lucky I didn't say run to the studio for our podcast because you'd be like, out of breath.
Oh,
and
they wouldn't let
sweaty.
me in.
What I'm saying
Correct.
is we've most of us, if not all of us, have played pickup with Jacob Niffen. That man can run and he gets super sweaty, but he can still run. So I know you can run that
Yeah,
far.
I already sweat. Now I'm gonna sweat in 150. Dude, I've never used the pool at the Virgin. I'm using it this year if I lose.
And then
this
you
bet.
can come to Taco Bell Cantina with us afterwards.
Oh,
Yeah.
There
God.
it is.
Great.
Get your
All right.
brain.
At least
flow
it's not
going.
before.
I got my last bet.
All right, you got one, and then I got
Okay,
one.
okay.
None of the current top 5 MVP favorites will win MVP, which
Who are the
is
top 5?
Jokic, Giannis, Luka, Tatum, Embiid.
Oh gosh.
Ooh, that's
My God.
fun.
Okay.
What's
So
one
here's
of-
the thing, Jake.
Yeah.
What's the
Justin.
payout?
The payout is that you have to recreate the Jimmy Butler Media Day photo.
Oh my God.
That's
I want this one.
That's incredible. I love
Silva
that.
All out
can't get
boy.
enough recreating the Poku draft day photo. He wants some more.
Yeah.
I love it.
I did too.
We're gonna
That
have
sounds
Silva
like a
on
lot
the
of fun.
pod. Tonight will be the night. that
You
I
wanted it too,
fall for
Taylor?
you.
Well, but
You guys could
I
do it
went
together.
to counter you with my own personal bet payoff.
Oh boy, here we go.
But,
Tell me
you
the
guys-
payoff.
Okay.
You pieked my interest talking about it all
Justin,
night.
you have an option now. You can take Silva on your
Ooh.
payout.
There we go.
Taylor
I like
on
that.
his
Yes.
I like
payout.
that. That's fair.
This is like
So here's
Shark
the thing.
Tank.
For a long time now, or I say a long time, the past couple of years, Justin talked about like dressing up as the NBA player and like people like, walking around, like looking
Oh,
at him because he's very tall and like thinking he's an NBA player. But he specifically talked about it at Summer League when we were all together this past July. So my bet payoff for Justin, although I don't have a bet specific for it, was that Justin would dress up as I I guess like a Thunder warm up, whatever you want to call it.
Well said again.
He would have to address 3 different people asking if they wanted his autograph.
Oh no.
Versus me, if he were to win that bet, I would be his agent, and I would have to approach a certain number of scouts and or team personnel up to Justin's choice, and ask them what they think about my client.
Oh my God.
I hate this. Every part of it.
That was
I'm
very
sticking with
specific.
Silva.
That is devious.
I was trying to think of
I'm
like
sticking with Silva.
what the opposite of that would be for
I
you,
want to do
for
that.
me.
The counter argument involves Taylor getting forcibly removed from the Thomas and Mack Center.
That is
Yes.
I do still think it would
And our
make
credentials going away forever.
I'm
correct.
not sure we'd be correct.
I do still want to break out my Thunder warm-ups and walk around Vegas at some point. The year to do it was the first year Nick and I went when they had the mask mandate, because all you could do was see people's eyes. And like everywhere you went, I was getting people doing double takes at me. It was a lot less frequent this last time because it's more obvious that I'm not an NBA player. But when you could only see the eyes, I was getting a lot of like, who's that guy?
Yeah, you wear a hat.
That's what I
and
was
it covers
going
your
for.
forehead.
Exactly.
And the
Just like
mask.
pull the hood up,
Yeah.
mask on, like you can't tell.
It reminds me of the fake Clay just getting onto the court multiple times.
Yes,
for,
that's
like, warm up.
exactly it.
That's good
Yes.
stuff.
I'm fake Poku.
God.
All right, Jake, bring us home.
My last, I think I'm going league wide. I have a handful of bets left. I had an Usman Jang bet.
Same.
I had a draft picks bet with the Thunder.
What was that going to be?
It was going to be that the Jazz pick would not convey to OKC, meaning the Jazz land in the top 10. But the Thunder do get the Rockets pick, and it is a top 10 pick. So I thought that one was kind of fun. I had Usman Jang will see an increase of 1 in his points, rebounds, and assists per game, which I thought was pretty spicy.
That's fun.
This one might not be spicy after the news today. I don't know. But my league-wide bet is simply the Memphis Grizzlies are playing or worse.
I feel like I need to take somebody up on one.
Wait. You think that's the bet?
Play
the
or
bet
worse,
is
not playoff.
I'm saying the Memphis will be 7th seed or worse in the Western Conference this year.
I mean, they
They'll
just
be
lost
7
Steven Adams.
between 7 and 15. No Steven, no Jaw for 25. Why am I forgetting? Brandon
Clark
is still recovering. I love Jaren Jackson
Brooks
Jr.,
is
but can he
gone.
stay on the court? Can he not get in foul trouble this year? He's great when he's not in foul trouble. I'm going Memphis 7th or worse in the West this season.
Ooh.
I mean,
I can see it happening.
So my first thought on the payoff was keep it true Memphis Grizzlies fashion. You had to flash a gun on social media.
Oh my God. Okay. You can't say that. You can't say that.
Some good old Memphis is known for barbecue. So a good barbecue dinner the next time me and the loser are together.
Wow.
I feel like I need to take up another one. I think I've only taken up one.
You flash a gun at the barbecue dinner.
Now we're talking.
Oh my God.
You got to
Off the
shoot your
top.
brisket before you eat it.
You flash a gun.
I
but
will,
the plot twist is it's actually a smoked sausage.
So you're saying I need to flash my smoked sausage on the Instagram?
Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
Just
That
checking.
I think Taylor's taking this bet is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Taylor, you want
I
it?
will take up the original bet. Yes.
The gun bet? No, the barbecue. Okay, we're good.
The barbecue bet.
Okay.
It's a toy
if
gun.
If Memphis has a guaranteed
Nerf.
playoff spot, you win,
You.
and I buy you. Me and you go out to dinner for barbecue, and I buy you some dinner. If Memphis is in the play-in or misses the playoffs, you owe me a barbecue dinner.
Perfect.
One caveat here. I need clarification.
Whoa.
The caveat right at the end. What is this?
Does
Is this like
Bobo's-
the commercials where they
Bobo's
say it
count
really
as
fast at the
barbecue?
end?
I mean, I'm good with. I mean, I feel like we
It is
both
smoked.
win.
Isn't Bobo's chicken?
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
smoked chicken.
That is not
That's
barbecue.
I
not
don't think it's
barbecue.
barbecue.
Get
What's wrong
outta
with you?
here.
Okay, I'm
What?
just asking.
It's a barbecue.
Jesus.
You can't get barbecue
Ray's,
sauce there.
Ray's Barbecue here in
What?
Norman. Great barbecue spot.
What was that spot that Nick and Justin told us about down there in Deep Ellum?
Terry
Terry
Black's.
Oh yeah,
Terry
maybe we'll
Black's.
make a trip down to Terry Black's.
That'd be fun. Yeah.
No, why don't we go to Arby's? They have barbecue sauce and meat.
They have the meats, man.
Speaking of, I did have an Arby's payoff for a Micic bet, and it was we have the
That's
Micic.
good.
Might be a T-shirt idea.
All right, the bets are in. Before we recap, does anybody want to get any bets that they didn't make and let us
Cut
know
it
what their
off.
bet was?
Cut it off.
I just have two more. Giannis was going to be the MVP, so like that one, like you guys mentioned earlier, as him being a favorite, loser must drink an entire bottle of maple syrup on the pod. And another is Lou Dort is in the Eastern Conference by the playoffs, but I didn't have a payoff for that one.
Ooh.
The only one I didn't get to was Micic is the highest assist man in Thunder history for a rookie. Held by Russ with 435. Josh is second with 345. Who's third? Do you guys know? Third all time in rookie assists for Thunder
James
player.
Harden.
Nope.
Dang.
Reggie Jackson.
Nope.
Teo Malda.
Nope.
As or just
Samaj
as a rookie in
Christon.
general, yeah.
Rookie.
Eric
Eric
Maynor.
Maynor.
Nope. I'll give you a
Go on.
hint. I'll give you a hint. In positionless
Okay.
basketball, he plays power forward for the current Oklahoma City Thunder.
Better not be Poku.
Is it Poku?
Paisley?
For the current
For the current
Oklahoma
one.
City Thunder.
Oh, like current.
Wow,
I thought you
JD.
meant if
Not
were
Poku.
playing for the current
J. Will?
Thunder.
J-Dub.
Dub?
J-Dub.
Oh.
I said J-Dub.
Oh.
Makes sense. Makes a lot of
J-Dub
sense.
third all time in
Ah.
Thunder rookie assists.
Wow.
I wonder
not
if he's going to
bad.
let his hair go again.
I hope
About
so.
that.
It was a great.
Kinda
Anyone
like
else
it.
have
I
any
kinda like
any
my
bets
hair.
they didn't get to?
Yeah, I have two that I can say really quickly. One of them was one of LaMelo, Cat, or DeJounte Murray gets traded.
Ooh,
This
that's
I
year.
like
fun.
that one.
I like
And
that.
then
That's
the
something similar.
The other one was Dylan Brooks gets into a physical altercation with a teammate this year.
That's
I mean,
also-
I would have taken
like
that bet real
too.
quick. Yeah, I would
I
have
like
taken that
that a
so
lot.
fast.
I had a Kyrie to the Lakers bet because
Oh my God.
D'Lo,
Ooh.
Rui, and Vincent's
Yep.
contracts
Sure.
are
Yes,
identical.
contracts match.
Yeah.
I like it. I had Thunder finish top 6 in the West, and the loser would then have to sing a top 6 Billboard song at the time of the end of the regular season.
Oh, that's great.
Oh my god.
I know that was a really good one. And then the other one that I really liked was that the Celtics represent the East in NBA Finals, which isn't a hot take, but the payoff would be loser has to do and film an Irish jig dance uploaded to the Uncontested social media.
Oh, that's great stuff.
That
Yeah.
feels culturally insensitive.
No.
My
The
only
only
weird
one-
one.
necessarily.
You're celebrating the culture. It would be
Correct.
insensitive if you wore a certain uniform. or
I'm
something
allowed
like
to
that.
do an Irish jig, not the rest.
That's
of them.
right.
Yeah.
My weirdest leftover was that SGA will get a signature sneaker deal from Converse. For
That'd be
reference,
dope.
That'd be cool.
Converse has not done signature sneaker deals
Yes.
unless you're Chuck Taylor. But SGA, like he's far and away their most marketable athlete. Maybe it's time.
That'd be cool.
The only ones I had that I haven't already mentioned was OKC wins at least 2 playoff games. Thunder have 4 people participating in All-Star Weekend, and the new arena vote passes by 10 plus percentage points.
Ooh, that's a fun one.
Ooh, That's coming
I
up
didn't have-
soon.
I
End
didn't
of
have
October,
payoffs.
in December.
I didn't have payoffs for those. Silva,
Yes.
can you do a very quick recap of our bets, or will it take like half an hour?
No, I wrote them all down. I could just so I'll just go at the top. Mine are all the top because I wrote mine first. But a major publication will rank Kristaps ahead of Jaylen Brown. That was I am for that. Justin is against that. Do you want to hear the payouts also?
I'd say let's just say what the bets are.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't even say who took what. Just say the bets.
Okay, cool. The Thunder will finish with more wins than Dallas Mavericks. That was mine. Lou Dort will make an all-defense team. That was mine. J-Dub finishes second in all-star voting on the Thunder. This includes fan voting. That's Nick's. Josh Giddey will get more than 20 dunks this season. That's Justin. Josh Giddey will have more than 8 triple-doubles. That was Taylor. Micic averages 4.5 assists or more this year. That's Kamiar. Kaysen Wallace plays more games or minutes than Micic, and that's Jacob. Chet will have more than 173 blocks. Nick, Chet plus Poku 2-man lineup will have a positive net rating, and they must play more than 200 minutes. That's Jacob. SJ will finish top 3 in MVP voting and get first team All-NBA. That's Taylor. Jada will shoot at most 33.5% from 3 this season. That was Kamiar. OKC will make the final 4 of the in-season tournament. That was Justin. Thunder will rank top 2 in transition possessions / offense / opportunities. That was Taylor. Paul George / Paul George is fully healthy come playoff time, and they have to make the playoffs. That's Kamiar. One of these 2 players makes an All-NBA team, Ben Simmons or Zion. That was Nick. None of the current top 5 MVP favorites will win MVP. That was Justin. And then last one, Memphis are the 7 seed or worse. That was Jacob.
Beautiful.
My favorite thing about this whole entire episode is that when you go back and listen a year later, all the stuff that we thought was like, oh, it's really close, is never, ever close.
Never.
Right. A lot of people did not think that Trey Man thing was going to work with Silva.
Seriously.
Here
like
we
that,
are.
That one sticks out to me from last year.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there.
We had a lot of Trey Man bets last year.
Yeah.
I got a comment on
His name wasn't mentioned this year.
On my running,
I'm a wizard
on my running
with corn
video
dogs.
that was like, why did you make a bet on Trey Man shooting? And I'm like, listen, it was a different time a year ago.
It's a much different time.
2022 was a different time.
It's a different time.
All right. Great show, guys. Always love this one. This is one of my favorite shows we do every year. Don't forget, Tuesday night, 2 days from now, 6:45 p.m. Central Time. Tune in live to the Uncontested on YouTube to watch us podcast from the Paycom Center floor, the place where Shea gets his buckets. It's going to be an awesome episode. You're not going to want to miss it. JD, Taylor, and I will all be there. Wednesday, season opener, Thunder at Bulls. We didn't do our predictions. We got to do predictions real fast.
No,
Keep the music playing. We're going real fast. They play the Bulls, the Cavs, and the Nuggets this week. Only the Nuggets is at home. Silva, prediction.
2-1.
Justin.
2-1.
Nick.
1-2.
Taylor.
2-1.
Kamiar.
1-2.
Give me the 2-1
That
as well.
checks.
We're gonna keep track of these.
That checks.
Wednesday, join us after the Thunder take on the Chicago Bulls. Friday, come out to Bar K, hang out for the watch party. It's going to be a blast. Bring your dog. You do. Also make sure you got $5 on you. If you just bring humans, you get them free. Come get drink specials, full menu of food, watch the game, hang out, get some free stuff, including possibly a signed Chet photo. And then Sunday, we are back here again talking NBA hoops. Absolutely cannot wait. Mama, we made it. We'll see you guys in 2 days from Paycom Center. Until then, as always, Thunder up.